Loveless was an American Western comic book series for mature readers published by DC Comics as a part of that company's Vertigo imprint. It is written by Brian Azzarello and drawn by Marcelo Frusin, Danijel, Zezelj and Werther. Dell'Edera. Plot: Loveless was originally about a man, Wes Cutter, who fought for the South in the Civil War and was captured. After spending time in a prison camp, he comes back to his previous home of Blackwater after the North want to find the town under Union control and his house occupied. Soon after, Cutter is offered a position of sheriff in the town. The comic's early issues explore the dynamic relationship between Cutter and the people of the town, most of whom hate him, the fate of Cutter's wife Ruth, and the lingering feelings of animosity between North and South after the end of the war. Since the conclusion to its earlier issues, Loveless has become a comic of greater chronological and thematic narrative. The stories within Loveless, since its inception and especially in its later years, center around racism and the grittier realities of American history. The book had been stated to last about 4 years by Brian Azzarello in a Broken Frontier interview. In the interview, Azzarello also hinted to end the story in the 1940s or so, but the series was cancelled with issue 24. Characters: Wesley Cutter. Protagonist: Ruth Cutter. Stokes takes the name of James Wright. Johnny Cutter, brother of Wes Cutter, smuggled weapons from Canada. Boyd Johnson fought along with Wes under Bill Anderson's command. Bloody Bill Anderson. Abram Rivers, Silas Red, Colonel, crippled by Boyd Johnson and lost his leg. James Foley, Catholic, unlike most other soldiers, promoted to sergeant. Irish. Jeremiah Trotter, George, sergeant, killed by Ruth. Atticus Mann, black bounty hunter. Lord, referred as captain, but probably holds higher position, since he dismisses Colonel Red of his duties. Punch, assassin, hired by Abram to kill Seth, who's been spying for Lawson Company. And later Wes Cutter. Martha, Abram's wife. Jasper, later became a horse racer. Murphy, sergeant. Helen, convinced Ruth to help Johnny conceal smuggled weapons in her house. Found dead in her bed, her neck broken. Frank, has a pig farm. Artists. The title was penciled and inked by 3 artists on a rotating schedule. Marcelo Frusin. Number 1 to 5, 9 to 10. Covers: Danijel, Zezelj. Number 6 to 8, 13 to 15, 22 to 24. Werther. Dell'Edera. Number 11 to 12, 16 to 21. Frusin previously worked with writer Brian Azzarello for 3 years on Hellblazer. Zezelj also had a previous project with Azzarello, El Diablo, a Western miniseries that, in Azzarello's words, planted the seeds for Loveless. All 3 artists have clearly distinct, recognizable styles. Colorist Patricia Mulvihill ensured a graphic continuity throughout the series. Collected editions. They are being collected together into trade paperbacks as the run continues. See also: Western genre in other media. Notes. External links. DC's page 4, A Kin of Homecoming.